When we compare and contrast characters in a story, we look for what is the same and what is different between them. There are some words that are clues in a story to tell us what is same and what is different. The words that mean same are both, alike, just like, also, too. Words which mean different are while, unlike, in contrast, although, different. Once there was a cat called Oddie. A really strange looking thing was he. Half his body was black and the other half was white with black spots. He also had a black patch over his eye that made him look like a pirate. This strange look helped Oddie though, as he was a cat living in an extremely dangerous alley with many cats and dogs. There were daily fights for the food that got dumped into the alley from the restaurant next door. Hissing and growling, Oddie could manage to look quite mean. Life was okay really, but a little lonely. Oddie longed for a friend and was fed up of these daily fights over food. Meanwhile, across the town, on the other side, there was another cat, although a much larger one. Unlike Oddie, this cat was not free. It lived in a zoo. This cat was different compared to Oddie. He was majestic to look at, and he knew it. He loved to pose for pictures. He could be scary just like Oddie if he wanted to. While Oddie used his growl to scare, it was quite soft in contrast to this cat's roar. This cat was different from Oddie in one more way. He didn't have to fight or hunt for his food. The zoo attendants pampered him with all sorts of raw meat. One day, a little girl came on a visit to the zoo with her parents. When no one was looking, she threw a meatball into the tiger's cage from the box that she was eating from. The big cat had never tasted something so yummy. He wanted some more, but the girl had gone off. The tiger could only think about meatballs from that day on. He started even dreaming about eating them. He was thinking about them so much that he stopped eating. The zoo attendants could not understand what he wanted. They started to worry. One afternoon, Oddie fell asleep on top of a bus whose last stop was at the zoo. Upon waking up, he realized what had happened, and having come all the way, he decided to explore anyway. He stopped in front of the tiger's cage in surprise. What a huge cat! So good-looking too! He jumped back when the tiger let out a sudden roar. "Want ball of meat," it seemed to say. Wait a minute, he could understand what the big cat said. Just like Oddie, he liked to rub against things to leave his scent to mark territory too. That night, when he went back to his alley, he saw the cleaning boy from the restaurant come and throw some meatballs that had been left over. Oddie had an idea. He went back to the zoo that night carrying the meatballs. He was surprised to see the big cat with stripes was also awake, like him, in the night. That is, he was nocturnal too. Another thing in common, he thought. Feeling braver, he went next to the cage. He opened the container and waited. When the tiger got the smell of those, he first thought he was dreaming. He blinked his eyes twice. No, he wasn't dreaming. He gobbled them up. Then he thanked the cat. Oddie told him that he loved meatballs too. They found out that only they could understand each other and decided to be friends. You can see Oddie every now and then visiting the zoo in the night with a package of meatballs. Though the zoo attendants were relieved that the tiger was his usual self, they could not quite figure out why he let out such stinky, you know what, every now and then. Did you guys spot all the words that gave us a clue about what is same and what is different? When we need to compare two characters in a story, both the cats were alike in some ways while being different in other ways. A few more words that let you compare and contrast. Words for same, similar, the same, as well as. Some words for different, but, however, on the other hand. Great job! See you next time with some more compare and contrast fun.